I've actually, had the fun experience of working in Japan first, then in the US, so for a bunch of years, then in the US, and now I'm back in Singapore. I see a stark difference in the way communication works across all these different regions and cultures. And the biggest difference, I'd say, coming back here to Asia is really your ability to listen, pause and listen, and read unsaid cues. And that's probably true for more cultures than others. But in general, and especially in a phone or a VC context, it's about not trying to, continuously ram through your agenda and get through A, B, and C and all that done and check and okay, thank you. But really pausing and stopping, and it's okay if you go off the path of what you're trying to achieve, because you need to get that. Sometimes you need to extract what is really on that person's mind and why they're either hesitating or something is not happening. And that becomes far more challenging on the phone or on a VC. So their immediate reaction to when we are trying to head in some direction is, yes, we can do that, let's go there and we can meet the timing. But then you step back and 2 days later, like some things have fallen through the cracks or things haven't moved as you'd like. And that happens on projects now and then. And then normally you would just stop and say, why didn't you just tell me that you could not have done it in 2 days, right? Why did you say yes? But that's the mindset shift that I needed to make, which is, that person is, for that person to say no upfront is really almost like for them feeling as if they are lowering their status, or they are like not living up to their expectations that they need to set. And so the onus is on me to try to extract that by structuring the conversation in that way, where it's not just either not just expecting a yes or no answer, or giving a few options and saying, look, we could either do this in 2 days, or we can do it in 3 days, but do this much first and then, or just let's not do this, let's try something else that's easier. And as a team, discuss and figure out which is the best path. And so they're more likely to say, you know what, B is better than A, rather than say, no, I can't do A. So that's the kind of change in communication. One way a person could react if they're hesitant to say an outright no or disagree with something could be like the yes but situation, where yes, this is possible, but what if we considered option B? Or what if we tried to think of another way to do it or another way to think about it? So have an option, like present your alternative in a way that's a positive addition rather than a negative, removal. But I see a significant difference in, like I said, if my scale of audio to video to in-person, it brings us as close to in-person in some sense that today's technology allows. So it'll add that personal touch, the relationship building. It'll remove the uncertainty of body language, of not knowing how the person is reacting versus what they're saying. And even the small things, right? They're saying yes, but you can judge that there is some hesitance there. And then I'll just jump in and say, look, looks like something's on your mind. Like if they're on the phone, I would just think he's pausing. But if I see him on a screen or her on a screen, I can say, looks like something's on your mind. Do you want to share it? And, you can move the conversation further.